Hey guys, just a reminder, if you want to hear all of these wonderful B Plus podcast episodes completely ad-free, make sure you head over to Patreon or Podbean, where we are the featured podcast this week. You can subscribe for as little as $1 a month up to $10 a month, where anything you want to help us with, it really helps out. It's going to help us grow the site. It's going to help us redesign some things, and everything that we get through this and through the advertising as well is all going straight back into the podcast so that we can get Aussie Graps out there for the rest of the world to hear about, for the rest of the world to see, so we can grow this mission of watch global, support local, and build indie wrestling. So if you want to be a part of that and get some really cool rewards like call-in shows, bonus episodes, ad-free like I mentioned, then head over to patreon.com/theb+ and subscribe today.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hey guys, before we get started, I just wanted to take a second to tell you about the Muscle Hustle. It is a super fun grappling-related game that you can get on your mobile device that allows you to collect, train, and promote a completely original roster of wrestlers. And they all have unique abilities that you can combine and train up and equip new gear. And you build a team of these guys to take on other teams and challenge for championships. It's really, really fun. There's also PvP stuff. I haven't even touched that yet. Like, I'm just having so much fun with the single player stuff. There's a whole campaign where you go around all the different territories trying to win the world titles. Really, really fun game to play. And just because you listen to the B+, the great guys and girls over at the Muscle Hustle app are going to give you some fantastic rewards. So if you enter in the code the B+ when you play from the promo code in the settings menu, you're going to get 25 gold to go towards building up your team and training your team. It's going to give you a leg up against the competition. So click the link in the show notes, download the app, enter the code the B+, and I'll see you in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
Hold one. Andre.
You're not good at this. Get out. Let me tell you a personal story about Vince McMahon.
You just made the list.
Sorry, no speak English.
Dummy. Goodbye and good night. Hold two. On bar.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Dummy.
This is the worst town I've ever been in.
Hold three. The moss covered. Three-handle family grudunzel.
Mamma mia!
And now,
Unchained.media presents the B+ Podcast with your host, Greg Unchained.
It's me, Austin. It was me all along, Austin.
number 4, armbar.
I will never retire.
I still got 200 more. I got 200 more holes to lift.
G'day mates and welcome to another episode of the B Plus podcast. I am your host, Big Boy Mikey. Today is, well, I'm not sure what day it is because I'm not too sure on the boss's drop schedule this week, but we are recording this on Monday the 25th of February, pulling the curtain right back there. Anyway, I am here to discuss and review the latest serving of PWA Black Label, and I am joined by everyone's favorite, are you Twitter rat now? Insta ho? Twitter rat? All the way from Danderwood, it's the one and only Danders Danderfield.
Thanks for
How's
the
that?
introduction.
How's that intro?
That was beautiful. How are you, my friend?
Good. Is it Twitter rat now, or is it
I'm not sure because I deleted Snapchat as well.
Snapchat's filthy?
Yeah. So I don't know if people want to like when they take their photos of their dicks, if they want to then put it in an envelope and send it to me, I'll get a PO box just to make sure that I'm still fulfilling everyone's weird fantasy of sending me photos of their genitals. I'll set up a PO box and we'll kick it old school.
Look, I think Twitter's more of a cesspool for just absolutely horrible human beings, but I feel there's less creepy DMs on Twitter. Maybe not.
I think it's harder to DM people on Twitter because it has to be a mutual following, I believe.
That's true. So at least there's that.
So, yeah, and I don't follow too many people. I know that there seems to be a lot of people on my timeline getting angry that people are sharing Matt Riddle's nudes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, I'm not getting them on my timeline, so maybe you just need to adjust the people that you follow.
I'm yet to see them, and I'm not interested in seeing that.
But yeah, it's good that we get to catch up after it's been a long 2 days without you.
Right?
It's been
I know,
lonely.
I'm like, not that I will miss Potato and Receipt Dan on our PWA review, but like we pretty much reviewed it for about 24 hours after the show, so let's make it official and cast it, right?
Absolutely. So it was good to make the trip up for the show, and the performers did not disappoint.
No, another amazing night. Really solid undercard. That main event, just crazy. Match of the year candidate very early in the year, which is great. Yeah, so let's run down, I guess, the card. So this is PWA Black Label, the fight for black metal that went down this past Friday night at PWA's not new, it's nearly almost a year since they came to their new spiritual home in Max Watts in Moore Park. I think we're talking about it, like the interesting thing about Max Watts. I don't think that there's much room for growth in Max Watts, but it's a crazy energy in there, right?
Absolutely. It is quite intimate, considering I assume it's a music venue most nights of the week. So it is quite intimate. And I've only had 2 experiences there. The first one being on the floor, and on Friday night we're up in the balcony, and I loved the balcony view. I feel like it gave like a really unique kind of view that you don't sort of normally get at, say, like an MCW show.
Yeah, I like the balcony thing. It's very very old school, like a musical type. Got that musical feel, but another crazy night. Let's kick off these results and we'll go through the matches. So the opening match, we had the Velocities represented by all three, Paris, Jude, and Matt Diamond, as they defeated the Kelly Gang on debut, which is Jackson Kelly, Will Keatis, and Sam Osborne. They defeated them by DQ after Kelly pushed the ref out of frustration. Then post-match, Kelly Gang beat down on the Velocities. Very aggressive debut. Very interesting. Shocked not to see much of Matt Rogers. If that story, I thought that story would have continued. There was a little clip that came out today that sort of showed when they were going backstage that he was there, and he sort of gave him a weird look. But yeah, I was expecting him to do a little bit more on the show. But what do you think of this opener?
I thought it was really good to start with. It was really enjoyable. There's lots of flippy shit. That's my fave. Lots of flippy shit. I haven't seen anything of the Kelly Gang in person before. So as far as my knowledge of them extends to like breakfast reviews. That's about as much as I know about the Kelly Gang, and they're really into Manly, which, yeah. I was saying to you on Friday night, I was like, PWA have a lot of like Sydney references that are lost on the south of the border folk like me. But yeah, the match was really good to start with. There was a lot of good spots. I wasn't crazy about the ending. I assume, as you said, that it's building to something more, but the DQ finish seemed really soft because like he did shove the referee, but it wasn't particularly violent. No. I guess it was like, rules are rules, I guess. And then it just sort of turned into this really aggressive beatdown, and I was like, it seemed very mismatched. I didn't feel like there was any part of the match that was in contest. It was like the Velocities dominated to start with, and then the Kelly Gang just obliterated them.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting because, I guess the result is, I'm far from a booker, but it's a safe booking. You don't get the faces, because I don't think all three members of the Velocity have tagged together in PWA as one 3-man team yet. So they won, but then the Kelly gang, they lose on debut, but in DQ for status. So it's kind of like a safe booking that neither team really lost any steam or anything. So kind of a safe result, but yeah, cool match. I will point out the displeasure I have of one chant during that match. Hashtag North Shore Wankers. I felt very personally attacked during that chant. I've never heard a North Shore Wankers chant. I'm like, this is very hurtful. But no, it was a really fun match. Like you said, like Paris and Jude and that, like, and Matt Diamond. Just I love their in-ring stuff. Like, they just fly around like they're crazy. They're just nuts.
Absolutely. Yeah, there was a lot of cool spots with the three of them doing the suicide dive at once. Was very cool. And yeah, there was a bit where they each did kind of like a flippy sort of move on the one person, and then yeah, it was very entertaining. The ending was long. It felt like that beatdown took a long time, and then it also took a long time for them to all exit. It was lots of fun to watch. The ending was the part that I wasn't crazy about.
Yeah. As long as it, and I'm sure it will, as long as it continues the story, I'm okay with it. But yeah, I'm guessing there'll be more to it on the next show.
Yeah, and just to elaborate on the North Shore wanker thing. So where you live, that's counted as the North Shores?
Yeah, so anything north of the Harbour Bridge is north. And we are considered,
I know what north means.
We are considered snobby because we have $1 million homes on the northern beaches.
It was just for our non-Sydney listeners. I took a stroll through the streets of DY, and there was a lot of cafes. There was a lot of people eating brunch and that sort of thing. It kind of reminded me a little bit of St Kilda because it for a Melbourne reference, because it's on the water and you have these really old dilapidated buildings that are worth millions of dollars. It was very bizarre.
And I love that you brought the breakfast reference into it, because the boot, Jackson Kelly, is the breakfast king. So he is searching for that holy grail every time I see on Instagram. He's always finding that holy grail of perfect breakfasts. So I like that.
Absolutely. One thing I did want to, just before we move on from the whole beach thing, next time I come up, can we go to the teacher's pet house? Because I believe that is in the North Shore.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
awesome.
I swear I had this suggestion with I swear we had this suggestion, or it was with someone else. I tried looking
it up, but I think it was like a 3-hour walk from your house. It's not that far of a drive.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't walk it, but no, it's like a 15-minute drive from our house, 20-minute drive. So, yep, definitely on the cards for next time. There you go.
Sounds good. All right, we should probably move on.
All right, so then next we had Chaz and Mackenzie, who got a great victory against Mr. Nobody, Tyler Payne. Great match. I think the bigger they are, the better they fall with Chaz. It's crazy.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the chat online, people were having sort of this seemed to be a match that dealt a lot of criticism. I thought it was fantastic. I think that Shazza can take bumps really well. She can also deliver some pretty impressive moves against people far larger than her. I had no complaints with this match. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, same with me. No complaints either. Both. I think Tyler Payne's fantastic. Unfortunately, the 2 one-on-ones that you've seen him have were against. Were you there for Robbie and Tyler Payne? Were you there for that one?
I don't think so.
No, you might. No, that was the one before.
Robbie has been notably absent for both shows that I was at. People are starting to suggest that maybe he and I are the same person. By people, I mean me. I'm starting that rumor.
Are you the new Mrs. Bullet Club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got back from Japan. Whirlwind trip.
Northern
No,
Beaches
so
equals Japan.
when I saw him, I feel like it was when he unmasked. I don't know. It was December last year.
Yeah, potentially the unmasking. Yeah. Yes, would have been. I like him. I reckon he's really awesome in ring. He's obviously been noticed. He's already had his little training exercise at the Farley Dojo, so he's been noticed. It's not like he's a nobody, no pun intended. But Shazza, she was on fire. Like that dive that she did. She went top rope and she did that dive right into the crowd, man. She, like you said, she takes bumps so well. I don't know what, I don't get the complaints in this match. I thought it was fun. It wasn't a match of the night or anything, but I thought it was just a really good match.
Yeah, it was a really solid bout. It was really enjoyable.
Yeah, and same goes to the next match. So we had heel on heel. Mikey Broderick taking on Tree Hugger Lucci. Mikey picked up this one via pinfall. Heel versus heel, which when you're a PWA heel versus an outsider heel, Lucci will be faced by de facto, I guess. But a really good match. Lucci is getting better and better every time I see him wrestle. Mikey is he just oozes charisma in that body, right? And it just
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry if it sounds like someone's getting murdered in my house, mate. Boyfriend's decided to start shooting people via video games. Let's shut that off there. Yes, what were we talking about? This was a really good match. The start of this with the water bottle thing where Mikey throws this water bottle on the ground and Lucci loses his mind. I was in tears with laughter at this. It was so funny. It's so clever. I think one thing with PWA from a noob point of view is that the characters are so developed that you do need to know a little bit about them before you can enjoy everything properly. And now that I'm sort of learning more about everyone, I really found this hilarious. It went on for probably about 3 or 4 minutes where he was just yelling, "Throw it in the bin." It was beautiful.
He's just, I know, Lucci's just, I mean, he's still so young. He's only been around for a few years. He is just getting better and better every time I see him live, regardless of promotion. And his comedic value's there, and he's just nailed it. Broderick he's such a good wrestler as well. He's a perfect fit for Team DK. I hope
he's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
Big boy.
Big shoulders, big traps, just
big, like everything. Yeah.
No, fantastic. So it was a great match. Like I said, Broderick picked up the win. But post match, he got on the mic and claimed that Team DK is the best, and still no one's challenging him, and he's asking who's going to challenge. He asked who about 20 times. No one came out. It was a little awkward for me because I was like, is no one coming out to this? And it went on for maybe a minute too long. But I really, really want to see more Team DK stuff. I hope Slater's at the next show with him. I hope they start doing a little bit more. I'd love to see the rest of the boys come over, but if Team DK is going to be represented in the East by just Slater and Mikey, then I hope they do a little bit more. But this is kind of weird post-match. What do you thought?
I wasn't crazy about it. I feel like when you're doing a bit of a call-out, someone should come out, or there should be at least a video package of someone. I don't know. It was a very odd ending to the match.
It kind of felt like someone was supposed to come out but never did. I don't know if you got that feeling, but
I kind of felt like a little bit like Papa Shango was going to do a run-in, but he's 3 minutes late. There's a vintage reference for you.
Like it.
That he was or maybe Lacey Evans, because she just comes out whenever the fuck she wants nowadays. Maybe she was supposed to come out. Just on the reference with TMDK, who do we have left with TMDK? We obviously have Mikey and then Damien and Muffin. I don't know what Muffin's real name is. The guy with the top knot.
My apologies. I've had a full name blank.
But yeah, the Untouchables.
Yeah, the Untouchables. Yeah, thank you.
And Mikey, and then is that all that's left now that we've lost Jonah and?
Yeah. Is Slex? No, Slex not TMDK anymore. No.
Oh no, Slex is TMDK.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I know.
Okay, well that's still 4.
Yeah, and then I don't know. Does Mikey Nichols come back as a TMDK guy? I mean, you'd expect him to be kind of slotted straight back into TMDK fame, but Mr. Nick Miller,
potentially.
Yeah, I hope to see more of them in PWA because they are great wrestlers. Slater is fucking awesome.
Absolutely.
Speaking of stables and tag teams, the next match was a little bit of a fun match. As we got the Black Shirt Cool Group defeating Babes. Yes, you heard that right. Black Shirt Cool Group defeated Babes. So, mystery partner was revealed to be Jax Jordan, former friend or alliance of Maddie Warburg, who tried to make him a babe, but just couldn't cut it. So he's obviously gotten a little bit more emo and gotten a little bit of revenge on the Babes here, but the win basically came after Ugg's music hit, distracted Carter, and Jax was able to score a roll-up victory there. And then post-match, Ugg did come out and destroyed Carter and accepted Maddie's challenge for the world title match. So, fun match. The Babes did their stuff. Split right down the middle with in terms of crowd participation. They both popular teams. How'd you like this one?
It was lots of fun. I propose that for political correctness, it should be changed to African American Shirt Cool Group. Yeah. I'm pretty proud of that terrible joke. With the Ugg thing, it didn't make a whole lot of sense. You kind of have to be up to date on social media to understand. Like, I understand why he came out, but like they played the music, he didn't come out, and then there was like a random pin, and like, okay. And then it was kind of like Ugg came out, and then Wahlberg ran away and just kind of let Ugg beat up his friend, which I thought was weird. Like, I thought that was, it was just very odd. And then Ugg accepts challenge. I liked that. That was fun.
Yeah. And then Maddie still had to come back out and get his red cup.
Yeah, and so then he comes back, and it's like, you just fucked off and left your mate to get obliterated here. That's not very nice.
To be fair, not just because I'm somewhat of a heel fan with PWA, I'm going to defend Maddie here in a sense that Carter...
I think we all know that Maddie could kill a puppy and you'd still defend him.
Probably. The puppy would be in the wrong. But to be fair, Carter lost in beer pong at the last show. He wasn't concentrating when he lost the match for them this week. So somewhat of a little take the hit for me kind of, Carter would be proud. Carter would be proud.
I guess he also lost the match. Like, that's going back a bit now, but the one back in October, I know that was blamed on Jax, but he took the pin for that one as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they lost to One Direction.
Yeah. So, Maddie's probably losing a little bit of patience there, and as much as he loves Carter, I guess he might let Carter take some heat. But Black Shirt Cool Group, how do you feel about Conco and Jax? Like, I feel like they need to wear the black shirts in ring to kind of, I don't know, but you know me, I'm anti-Black Shirt Cool Group. Sorry, Conco.
I thought it was fun. I really like how dumb it is.
Yeah.
It's so dumb, and I'm just about that sort of silly, fun shit going on. I really liked it. I thought that the twist with it being Jax was really cool. I think everyone expected it to be the beer pong partner from the last show.
Yeah.
That seemed to be the rumor. The fact that it was Jax seemed so obvious when he came out. Like, it seemed really obvious. But yeah, I wasn't expecting it. I really enjoyed it. I think the match was fun.
Yeah.
And I guess I like the way that it built up the feud for the belt for the next show.
Yeah, for sure. Which we'll touch on at the end. But then next, speaking of fun and good fun and good matches. We had Unsocial. Let me do that one again. We had Unsocial Jordan defeating Ricky South by pinfall. That is a crazy sentence to say. Unsocial Jordan defeated Ricky South by pinfall. It was a very interesting match. Look, I know Unsocial Jordan is on a massive win streak. His only loss being in the tournament back in October, but he's pretty much been undefeated in the last 12, 13 months, which is crazy. But I didn't expect him to get a win over Ricky South, who again has been on such a high the last 12 months. So, but great match nonetheless. Two young guys who have a lot of room to grow, but are already such young stars already. So, a great match. Where were you at with this match?
It was lots of fun. Yeah, it was lots of fun. I hate Unsocial Jordan's entrance music. I guess that's the point. Like, he's a heel, you're supposed to. But God, I hate it so much. And so that was like my big thing, wanting Ricky to win so I didn't have to hear that again. The match was really good. They're obviously two very talented young gentlemen. Yeah, it was really fun. I'll be interested to see where this goes with the unmasking of former face Brock.
Yeah. Well, so even though Unsocial Jordan was the first one to unmask, nearly 2 years ago now, with Mr. Kyle Fletcher, aka Mr. Instagram, who's now doing his thing over in the UK. All the other guys are Tyler Payne, aka Snapchat, and now, like you said, and we can throw this news in. It is official. The powerhouse luchadora, Facebook, is no more. The mask is off and should be going under the new ring name, Steph DeLander. And the new ring gear looks fucking awesome. And I'll share the same sentiment here that I did on Twitter. I'm not sure how you upgrade over Facebook, but Steph and the new look / attitude has exceeded my expectations. And yeah, like I said, good luck to any woman, man, or any pro wrestler that she faces, because I reckon she's going to be on a big high this year. But so with that, so now we've got Steph, we've got Tyler, we've got Kyle's doing his thing over in the UK. Unsocial Jordan, he's been Unsocial Jordan for nearly 2 years, and he's sort of his heel character work since I think about 12 months ago, just before with the Black Label stuff. He's like the music and stuff. I feel he needs a little bit of a character reshuffle now, because like Tyler Payne's got that aggressiveness. I'm guessing Steph's going to have that same sort of aggressive, kick-ass attitude as well. I think Unsocial Jordan needs that a little bit too. I don't know if that's where they're going with him. He's going a little bit more aggressive. But yeah, look, I don't.
I think it could use a bit of a shake-up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that obviously he's very talented in the ring, but without his like sidekicks, for lack of a better word, he will need to do a bit of a shake-up. I don't understand. Like, does he understand that people don't use Internet Explorer? This is 2019. When he calls himself the Internet Explorer, I'm like, you got to upgrade, mate. You got to be like Chrome, or at least become the Firefox. Like.
Isn't it just like Samsung Internet now, or just like Apple Internet?
Pretty much.
Look, Unsocial Jordan, his in-ring work and he's on another level. I mean, he got named wrestler of the year amongst his peers at PWA last year, so that just shows you where he's headed. And he'll be going over for a few months to train and work under the Chikara thing for a couple of months with those guys with Shazza. But I think he's just missing one little thing there. But other than that, he's just on a skyrocket going high. And Ricky South, he does head over to Chikara in 2 weeks himself as he goes into the Chikari Young Lions Cup, which is cool. Something that guys like Cesaro and Dean Ambrose and guys like that have participated in, so it's kind of cool for him. But yeah, really fun match. I definitely didn't pick this victory though. If I had a score sheet, I would have lost that one for sure.
Yeah, I thought Ricky was going to go over for sure, but yeah, it's nice to be swerved sometimes.
Yeah, and actually, I feel like on my score sheet, I think I'm out of the first 5 matches. I think I had 2. I had 2 out of 5. I did not think Black Shirt or Rip were going to win their first match. I thought the Kelly Gang were going to win. I wanted Tree Hugger Lucci to win, but I did pick Mikey. I knew Shaz was going to win, but I thought Ricky was going to win this one for sure. But no, all good. Good swerve. So that was the last match before intermission. During intermission, don't really touch on the intermission much when we do the reviews, but Warburg almost lost beer pong. It ended up being a draw, but almost lost it. Hopefully the next challenger, I don't know. I don't ever want to see him lose it, but something. I don't know. One day.
He did pull some heel tactics at the end. I think there was about 20 seconds to go, and he was doing a fair few dunks of the ball into the refresher water. Yeah, I don't know. I don't enjoy playing beer pong, and I think the only thing I enjoy less is watching other people play beer pong. So I'm not really about this, but it's it seems to raise a lot of money, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it does, which is cool. Then we're going back from intermission. We got the fatal 4-way for the number 1 contendership for the PWA title, which is Jessica Troy, Xena, Belle Pierce, and Kiwi superstar Candy Lee. Jessica Troy picked up the victory here by submitting Xena. Great match, great fatal 4-way. All 4 talents on fire. Xena's chops, oh my god.
Yeah, I think everyone assumed that that Candy was going to have the biggest chops, but Xena's chops, I can still hear them. Poor Belle had her chest not this morning, but Saturday morning would have been absolutely brutal.
I'm sure still at Monday her chest would still be hurting because those chops were lethal. I'm like, wow. I'm like, is Xena learning Robbie's chops? What's going on? They were, oh my god, tough. I'm like, fantastic. I love seeing that.
They were very loud. My favorite part of this match, how Belle does the thing with the glitter where she likes to blow glitter onto people to distract them, and then Candy just flings lollies at her. That was a massive pop. I enjoyed that so much.
And I'm gonna pop for this, and I want to make sure that Xena listens to this. I want to make a little pop. I don't know if many people saw it, but I caught it when that Candy thing happened. I saw Xena sneak a lolly and actually eat one in the ring. I'm like, I love that. I'm like, that is cool.
That's amazing. Love it.
Yeah. But Jess Troy with the victory. She's just on this was the night for the 4 Nations. I guess Madison being out, only one member of 4 Nations didn't actually pick up a victory tonight. Everyone did. But yeah, Jess Troy, she's a superstar. I really hope she's in maybe the final of the next PWA Colosseum tournament, because it will be both male and female entrants for sure. But she's amazing. Obviously, you've got companies like Shimmer and Rise and all them watching her. She's just phenomenal. I love watching her in the ring. I think her arm breaker thing is just one of the best moves.
Yeah, I think she seems to be the most fluid between women's wrestling and intergender wrestling. I think that she performs equally as well on both platforms. It's a bold call, but I wouldn't be shocked if we saw her in an upcoming Mae Young Classic. I think that bold call, Cotton. But yeah, I think that she's there. She's fantastic, and she's very enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. Her and former Blue Nation member Charlie Evans over in the UK. I wouldn't be shocked to see either of those two in the Mae Young Classic this year. And then we got, straight after that, so we got a little unannounced match. We had Fudge come out and announce that, which is awesome. PWA Black Label managed to raise over $1,000 for Beyond Blue charity, which is just fantastic. Well done. This brought out Adam Hoffman, which I can't believe I only discovered this Friday night, rock version of Be Prepared from Lion King. Fantastic.
Which was only outdone by when they remixed I'm Blue into it.
This is just perfect.
That was amazing. I assume that's not by the way people were reacting, I assume that's not a regular thing.
No, so it was a little challenge that Bonda and I put out, that if PWA was to raise that $1,000, and they did it on the social medias because Hoffman isn't a social media guy. I think he's got an Instagram page, but I don't think he really does much with it. So they did it on the social medias where he wouldn't know, and they did it halfway through to sort of surprise him. So, Blue, Beyond Blue, kind of, so it all kind of fit in, Blue Nation. So it all kind of fit in together. But yeah, I thought it was perfect. They did it well. His reaction was just amazing, just going behind the stage and finding out who the hell did it. This called for the impromptu match or unannounced match, which Hoffman kind of won quite easily. Fudge is always a little bit of fun, but I also like seeing him be destroyed. As a Lucci fan, I like seeing Fudge get destroyed.
Yeah, Fudge is a fraud, as I learned from the 1,000 signs, which were hopefully printed on recyclable paper. Fudge is a fraud, according to the signs.
Yeah, look, my friend Hannah, who you met, absolutely loves Big Fudge, but look, and he is obviously a crowd favorite. Everyone loves Big Fudge. He's a very loved member, but I loved Hoffman kind of destroying him here. Then we got that amazing main event. I mean, what can you say? It's just Mick Moretti defeated Jack J. Bonza to win the PWA Colosseum tournament and win the black medal sword.
This
easily.
Yeah.
So you go. Yeah.
I was going to say, I have ADHD, so I don't normally go great with long matches, but this match probably would have gone for 30 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, I'd say 30.
And it did not drag at all. Every minute was intense. It was fantastic. I don't even have the words because it's definitely top 3 matches I've ever seen live. I think I would have to rewatch some old favorites. But it was, everyone was on their feet. Everyone was going wild. It was insane. It went to all corners of the Max Watts area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just some of these moves. And sorry, we shouldn't touch on, also because of the money that they raised, both Moretti and Bonzo agreed to do cosplay for their entrance, which was cool. And for the match, Bonzo came out as Kratos, which was cool. Moretti did the Loki thing. He looked like a fucking god with that Loki stuff on. I'm like, oh my god. He's a perfect character because if you're a Marvel Avengers nerd, Loki is just that lovable heel, and Mick Moretti is a lovable heel. You can't, he's just that.
Yeah, and even throughout the match, you could hear Bonza going, "No more jokes. This is serious. This is time to be serious." I'm like, oh.
No, but there's some awesome.
Yeah, definitely. If you're not already subscribed to the PWA streaming service, this match alone is worth your $10 or whatever it is per month. I believe it's going to be up this week, they said.
Yeah, they usually get it out within the first week, within the first couple of days. So I imagine it'll be up midweek by the end of the week. PWA Play. If you sign up just for this match, you won't be disappointed. But you're going to get the whole card and every other card from the last few months. But yeah, some of the spots in this match, the Canadian Destroyer from the top rope, amazing. Bonds a lot of people also want to do it. I didn't think Bonza had that in his moveset. It's like,
Mm.
so yeah, like he did like a full flip over the rope, like a full tumble over the rope. I'm like, holy shit! Like I've always known how good Bonza is, but like these two, that's just perfect. And then the ending when Mick actually got the win, and got the sword, and like Bonza took it out of the lady that brought the sword in, ripped it off her, but then got on his knees and sort of gave it to him, and then Mick sort of knighted him in the middle, and gave him that hug. That was just, these are two boys that have been, tagging and working together for many, many years, and like guys like Robbie and even the younger guys like Maddie and Ricky and all that, they're all, they're all exploding. But Jack and Mick are also two of the guys that, they were on the New Japan tour at the start of last year.
Mm-hmm.
They're two of the best talents in this country. They got a victory over British Strong Style last year, Moustache Mountain at Progress versus PWA. They're doing some really good things, and I wouldn't be surprised. I don't want to lose them, like I don't want to lose Robbie and that. I wouldn't be surprised to see All Elite take Mick and Jack.
And look, the easy thing after these types of matches is to have it be like a heel turn or like a turn on a friend and things like that. But they didn't go that route, and the emotion from what these two had just put themselves through in the name of entertainment was very overwhelming. Yeah, it was such a beautiful moment after the match, and they just kept raising each other's hand.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really special. I wouldn't be surprised to see bigger and better things from these two.
Yeah.
In the next 12 months.
Well, they have a big challenge in the next couple of weeks. Is at World Series Wrestling. They have SCU, so that'll be exciting. But yeah, look, that's it for the matches. I guess a couple of little things.
Just on that, I am pretty sure that Mick Moretti has an Iron Man match this weekend. Is it this weekend?
Is that a New Pro?
No, for BCW.
Oh,
I
my
don't
apologies.
know if I've maybe made that up. Dowie has an Iron Man match this Friday. Yeah, it is against Mick Moretti. So Friday night, Iron Man match, a 60-minute Iron Man match. And we're not 100% sure if the White Horse Function and Convention Center is air conditioned.
Okay, well, someone's going to die.
Yeah.
So Mick's on fire. One of the best in the country. So look, that's pretty much it for the card. A couple of little notes. JT on ring announcing. I think he and poor fellow admitted through the night that he had a rough night. I can't remember what match it was when he was just like, yeah, that's right, I'm probably going to get fired anyway or something. Like
TDMK was where he lost me. Oh,
and then
TDMK.
And then even trying to do Mick's nicknames on the entrance, and you can see him just looking at Mick, just like, oh shit.
And Mick is like telling him one by one.
No, look, anyone filling in shoes of Diego would struggle. I don't care who you are. But yeah, no, I was all in good fun. Obviously, no Robbie this past week. Like we touched on earlier, Robbie and Danders are not the same person, but the rumors can keep going. As Robbie was in New Japan representing the Bullet Club on assignment, picking up a victory, well, one tag victory, one tag loss, and a singles loss. So keep doing your thing, Robbie. And they did announce two things. So officially, yes, K-Man Ugg versus Matty Warburg is locked down. So the next PWA Black Label event will be held at Max Watts again as standard on Saturday, March 23rd. It will be known as PWA Black Label presents Warburg versus Ugg. General and mezzanine tickets are still available. VIP front row tickets have already sold out, which is crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So if you go to maxwattickets.oztick.com.au, you can grab tickets for, I think it's $36.75 for seated and $29.10 for Mez, which I'm pretty sure is the same for black metal. But yeah, I recommend getting it. I think Ugg versus Warburg is going to be a really sick match. PWA is now on Twitch, so if you go to twitch.tv/Pro Wrestling Australia, you can watch Ugg and Bonza play Super Smash Brothers, or PWA Smash Sundays, as they like to call it. It's kind of cool. They're streaming video games. Welcome to 2019.
Is watching people play video games more entertaining than watching people play beer pong?
Oh, for me it is. Well,
that should be the actual match for the next show. Is like, who can bore you more? Someone playing video games or someone playing beer pong?
I want to see Ugg versus Bonza for the Super Smash title. No. And that's Oh, and the second annual Colosseum tournament was announced at that show, which is crazy, for October 18th and 19th later in the year. A full weekend of wrestling at Max Watts is going to be cool. Is there anything else that you'd like to touch on for Friday night?
No. As a Melbourne noob, PWA is awesome. I do highly recommend, if you're not from New South Wales, to definitely make the trip up. It's lots of fun. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the next show just because it is on my birthday eve. Very rude. And also it's on the same night as Bruce Pritchard. But Bruce Pritchard is in Sydney on the Friday night in Sydney. So I highly recommend people go and check that out. I listened to his interview with the On the Turnbuckle Boys and it was awesome. So got to get myself sorted for that as well.
Thank you, Danders, for joining me. I think this is our first official duo cast, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good.
Thanks for joining me, I guess, at Max Watts as well. So obviously you can listen to Danders every week on the Week in WWE cast with CJ, and you can also find her talking graps over at On the Turnbuckle podcast as well. Did I do that properly? On the Turnbuckle podcast, sorry.
Yeah, I'm very rarely on them. They should really step up their game there. They should impress me so I come back.
We do love you.
Can also find me on Twitter at Danderfield. Please don't add me on Facebook if we're not friends.
I love you've had to throw that in a few times because
it's just my sign off now.
I don't like to promote Facebook. I think it needs to be one of those private things. But anyway.
Well, because my name, you would know I've changed my name now on Facebook because people just would add me, and I was like, I don't know you. Please don't add me. But yeah, find me on Twitter at Danderfield.
And you can find me at bigboy at _Mikey86 on Twitter and IG. We collectively are the B Plus Wrestling on Facebook and Instagram, everywhere else. We are the B Plus Wrestler on Twitter because wrestling wouldn't fit. That's what she said. No. Share, subscribe, and 5-star review if you like what we do. Thank you so much for listening.
Hold one! Arm drag!
You're not good at this. Get out. Let me tell you a personal story about Vince McMahon.
You just made the list!
Oh my God!
Sorry, no speak English.
Dummy!
Goodbye and good night.
Hold two! Arm bar!
This is the worst town I've ever been in.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Dummy! Hold three! The moss covered! Three-handle family Granunzo!
Mamma mia! It's me, Austin! It was me all along, Austin!
Number 4, arm bar!